Hello, folks. Timothy Phelps here with Phelps Can Help, and this is Epic Talk. And today I want to talk about life and poker. And poker players, you will understand. Okay, so real quick, before we get into the life part, let's talk a little bit about poker. In Texas Hold'em style poker, you get two cards dealt face down, and everybody around the table gets two cards as well face down. You can't see each other's cards. Then after it goes around the table, everybody either bets, checks, raises, whatever the case may be. They call. There's three cards that will be flipped over. Another round around the table, another card, another round around the table, another card, until we have a winner. So basically, in the end, I know this is a quick little rundown, but in the end, you have your two cards face down. You got five cards face up. Everybody gets to use those five cards in the center. You have two cards. Everybody else has two cards. You use those seven cards that you have to make the best possible five card poker hand. Okay, so in poker also there's a little blind and a big blind, which basically means you have to bet before you even see your cards. It happens, but it goes all the way around. Everybody has to end up doing it while you're playing. Okay, so the small blind pays like half. Let's say it's a $50 and $100 bet. The $50 would be the small blind, the big blind would be $100. And then as it goes around the table, if they want to play, they want to stay in and play and see those cards that would be flipped over, they would have to call the 100. They would have to throw $100 in. It goes around. They either have a chance of calling, folding, which means they give up, or they can raise. Okay, so I'm going to pretend I've got my two cards, and I look at them, and I've got a 7-2 offsuit. But so when I had small blind, I had the big blind, I had paid the 100. I have a 7-2 offsuit. Worst hand. What a bad hand that I was dealt. It goes around and everybody calls my big blind. Everybody calls, either calls or folds. No one raises. So it gets around to me. Well, I've already paid the 100. So I get to check, which means I get to see those cards for free because nobody raised. I know that I've got the worst hand. But I got dealt a bad hand, but I get to continue on for free. It doesn't cost me anything to do it. So, of course, I check and I get to see the first three cards. 7, 7, 2. I now have a full house 7 high, which is, of course, the highest possible hand at this point. I just took, and even though I was dealt a bad hand, I played it the best I could because I got to continue to play for free. And now I went from having the worst to the best. Win or lose, folks, in the end. That can happen very easily. And I talk about this poker hand scenario because in life, sometimes we feel like we have been dealt a bad hand. We feel like giving up. But I urge you to hold on, to play that hand that you've been given to the best of your ability. Play it and play it well, because you never know what is right around the corner. You never know what can happen. You never know the cards that can be flipped over that can take your bad hand that you've been dealt and turn it into something great. I remember sitting around thinking that I was dealt a bad deck of cards. Oh, woe is me. The world is beating down on me. Look at me now, folks. I don't say that to brag in any sense. I say it because I know I've came a long ways, because I didn't give up. Even when I tried, God didn't allow me. But then once he gave me a new way of seeing things, and I had that massive ambition, I wanted more, and I did actually try. It's amazing the opportunities that kept getting put in front of me. And now, yeah, I was dealt a bad deck. I had a bad hand that I was dealt for sure. But now I'm able to utilize that bad hand that I was dealt to make a difference in this world, to make a difference in the lives of others. So although that was a bad hand, I was so glad that I was dealt it, because when the cards were flipped over, I ended up with the best. I ended up with a great hand. A great hand. We never know what is right around the corner. We never know the opportunities that are there. Never give up. Always give it your all. Play your hand and play it well. Play it to the best of your ability. And in the end, know that you gave it your all. Don't give up. Oh man, please don't give up. You're destined for greatness. You're destined to live an epic life. Never give up. I remember laying in bed in tears, just feeling like the world was beating down on me. One of my darkest hours. I remember it like it was yesterday. But that wasn't the end of my story. This isn't the end of your story. If you're going through things right now and you feel like the world is beating down on you, this isn't the end of your story either. And I want to say here, Phelps can help. If you feel like you're in your darkest hour, we need to connect. There's not many things that I've not been through already in my life. And if I haven't been through it, trust me, I've got partners with enough people that I know that one of us has been through it for sure. Phelps can help. All right, folks, that is my story on poker. Poker players will understand. I think everybody else will as well. I'm about ready to go into an appointment, so I'm going to jump off here. But before I do, of course, I want to invite you that, if you are wanting to live a more positive life, to be more positive in every situation, you're ready to believe in yourself more, you're ready to manifest those opportunities, to live your most epic life, as you can see here, Phelps can help. In everything we do, just like I said last week, everything that we do, we should be trying to become a better version of ourselves and work towards living our most epic life. I invite you again, go to www.coachphelpscanhelp.com/epic-cruise and get your tickets to my cruise event. It's going to be absolutely epic. It's going to be not only a game changer, folks, it's going to be a life changer. And I hope to see you there. About ready to go to my appointment, but y'all have a blessed day, and we will see you next week.